space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Handoff, Devontae Freeman. And now running right through it. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Griffin. And Nelson's got him here right side. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They go play action. Griffin. He gets it to Brown, complete. Part of the reason they're here, no doubt, was his big performance in the NFC title game, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl. Now a handoff. It's Freeman pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Griffin got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Griffin. Rolling to his right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Throwing now, Griffin on 1st down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Julius Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Now Dion Lewis to return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the now 30-year-old running back, LaShawn McCoy. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Throwing is Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right, probably. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Freeman at tailback. He's got it running left. And he'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And this one is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Eagles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. T.J. Carey right there in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now Brown. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. This is Freeman. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. from midfield now. Here's Griffin. Hauling it in, Nelson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Griffin looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Griffin trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This give is to McCoy. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo. Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. But I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
Andre Howell, the one to bring him down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big.
319!
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
We're down. 319! Yeah, Liz. Over.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Inside. Zoom.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
319! Strong right! Check. Fresno! Hey, 88!
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Danny Trevathan. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ted Ginn, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Returning it, John Ross. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2. From the shotgun, Griffin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. He's at the 50. He's at the 40.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there, making the tackle, and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
I'll go over here.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. After the interception, here's Griffin. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Julius Thomas in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, Let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They go play action here on 1st down. Got his target, Pierre Garcon. A really good pickup of 28 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Ted Ginn with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles are back within a score. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and this is back to a 5-point game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Now Ross to return. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Freeman. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the two defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
Hurry up. Galley, zone left, Galley. Check, 9. Hey, let's get some penetration here. We are going. Get 300.
They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Hey. 319.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
319.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back complete. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for two is snuffed out. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And now here's Ross. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then in like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice? The lead gone, now the search to find it again.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Griffin finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
For those vertically challenged quarterbacks, here's a time where they will tell you it's an advantage to be a little bit on the smaller side, able to duck in behind their offensive line and stick the ball across the imaginary yellow line for a first down.
This time, Griffin will throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Griffin. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. They give him a gain of 38. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 2nd down, Griffin. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And here's Lewis. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
Hey, check 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Spins past it. And Lewis has it, the tight end. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On play action, now Rodgers. This for his running back, McCoy. That one good for 12 yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Rodgers now looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Jumbo! Hey, check 26.
Operating from the gun. Rodgers going underneath for Lewis. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
319! 319!
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Chandler Jones in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. The Eagles on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And able to find Garcon. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll go down at the 28. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Eagles on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
4 down. 319.
Rodgers to throw. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, we got 4 down. 319 to 99.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And his kick is good. And the Eagles are going to win the football game. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Philadelphia, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.